Santa Clara, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the San Francisco 49ers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And they'll give this on the screen to Mostert. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. For the Packers and Niners, this, of course, a rematch of the NFC Championship game from a year ago. And that game belonged to the 49ers. You might remember Raheem Mostert. Boy, he really made a name for himself in that one. 220 yards on the ground, 4 touchdown runs in the 37-20 victory that sent the 49ers to Miami. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This will be fielded at the 17. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Loving the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. First carry now for A.J. Dillon. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
3rd down.
Shotgun, it's Love. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And this is going to be 49er football. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Here's Mostert. And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal. It's some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knocking on the door. 5 yards. A good run there. And now 2nd and goal. They'll run with Mostert, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Niners have taken the early lead. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Niners 7, Packers 0.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun is Jones. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
This is 3rd down.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Defensively, they were all over that. When he decided to keep it, there were a lot of eyes just darted on him.
I wonder if he followed the progressions properly there. I think maybe he really wanted to run with the football. Turned out not to be the correct decision.
That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10.
24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
I know the speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. 11 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Brings up 3rd down.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 22-yard line.
Working out of the gun. Love. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On third down, Love. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
2-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
It's a 6-yard loss on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. From the gun, a run with Mostert.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. From the shotgun, again to Jones. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. '49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Love from the gun. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
That's taken on the 25. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Here comes the 49ers punter now. He's been terrific so far. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel? Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Nick Bosa, his second sack of the night. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll look to set up his blockers. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Their own 30-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Love in the Packers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
At the 30-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun. Love out of the backfield. This is Aaron Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He was brought down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll go again to Jones. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st.
He was tackled.
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And a Packer first down.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Love going to give this one to Jones. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Lucas. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 44-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
57. Mike, 57. I'm going back to you.
From the gun, Love. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Aaron Jones, that time. And it's second down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Get up.
Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Is third down.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Love. Throw left side complete. It's Lucas.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Jones, and it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, Love. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the fourth and final quarter.
Five yards remain on second down. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop it behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Now 3rd and 5.
The Niners on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Check 4, check 4.
Got his target, Samuel. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 18 yards, first down Niners. Was that a design pass or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on
He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
at their own 23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we've seen drive after drive come up empty for them, and they've yet to dent the scoreboard, yet still right in the middle of a one-score game.
So this is where you absolutely have to forget everything that's happened in your previous drives. They don't matter right now. You just mentioned it. One-score game. This drive here can erase all of what happened previously.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Love going to try a deep ball for Norwood. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
Let him know, let him know.
They'll start with the option. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game.
2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down, Mostert. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I have to choke over myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, We're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break in the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover. There's one more score, and this game's over.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Third down.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Open man is heard. It's complete. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jalen Hurd, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers add on to their lead. Gold to add the extra point. His kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. From the gun, Love. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
The 2nd down pass. Intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Tonight's final.
So the